Hi Terry, my name is Kara. I'm a student nurse here at the Mental Health Clinic. How are you today?
I'm doing good. How are you?
I'm good too, thanks. I was wondering if you could just tell me a little bit about why you're here.
Well, this is a follow-up appointment that I have. I had depression a while back and was in the hospital, so I'm just kind of here to get a little bit of a checkup and I don't know, see how I'm doing, and I think I'm doing pretty good. I've been on antidepressants for a while. They've really been helping me a lot. I'm going to a support group and I'm learning a lot there, learning a lot of like coping strategies and stuff, and I think that that's really helped me. So I would say I'm in a good place right now.
Good. How often are you going to group therapy?
I go about twice a week.
Okay. Have you made a lot of friends?
Yeah, definitely. I would say so. Everyone there is very supportive of me and the decisions that I make with my health and this, that, and the other. So if I ever have a problem, I know that I can just I can text one of them, I can call one of them, and I know that they'll back me up and help me. That's been very useful for me. I definitely needed that.
That sounds awesome, like a little tight family.
Yeah, just like that.
Good. So I was talking to some other nurses here, and they were telling me about your past smoking use. I was wondering if you had some time to talk about that.
Yeah, I guess so. We can talk about it.
Okay, can you just start by telling me a little bit about your past smoking history?
Well, I've been smoking for a really long time. I started when I was 14.
Okay.
I smoke 2 packs a day. I don't know, it's just become, it's not really even, I mean, it's a habit at this point. It's just part of my lifestyle, and it's a go-to. It's just something that I do. I don't know. It's just integrated into part of me, so I don't really have, that's all there really is to it.
Okay. I'm a little bit concerned about your smoking and how it's above the safe limits. Okay? How does that make you feel?
I feel fine. I don't think that it's something to be worried about. You know, I've been smoking for a long time, and I think I'm doing okay, so I don't really see it as an issue.
Okay, how would you feel if I said that I would like you to consider cutting back on your smoking?
I would say that that isn't necessary, because I'm doing fine.
Okay, can we talk about some plans and maybe come up with a way that you could cut back on your smoking, or maybe in the future eventually quit smoking?
I mean, we can, sure.
Okay. I'm going to start by giving you this readiness ruler. So I'm going to have you rate yourself on a scale of 0 to 10. 0 meaning you're not ready to change your behavior of smoking right now at all. 10 being that you're ready to change right now.
Okay. Well, to be honest, I haven't really thought about it at all until you brought it up just now, so I'm going to go ahead and say I'm at a 0.
Okay. My goal today is to try and get you up a little bit, okay? So why don't we go through some of the pros and cons of smoking?
Okay.
What are some pros of quitting smoking?
Pros of quitting?
Mm-hmm.
Well, I guess I've developed some asthma recently. I've got a pretty chronic cough, and I feel a little bit of short of breath sometimes, and my doctor is saying that that has something to do with smoking. So I guess a pro of quitting would be that maybe my health would be a little bit better. Maybe I could stop coughing so much and maybe breathe a little bit easier. Maybe my clothes would smell a little better if I quit.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's about it.
Okay, what about some cons of quitting smoking that would make you not want to quit right now?
Well, I wouldn't know what to do without it because it's such a integrated part of my life. I don't know what I would do if I quit, and if I was starting to feel anxious, like I can't just go and get a cigarette. Smoking really helps me relax, so I don't know how I would calm down from my day-to-day life without having cigarettes. I also really worry because cigarettes, they just make me feel good. They lift me up, and I really need that, and I really worry with my past history of depression that if I stop, I might slip back into that. And when I was hospitalized, I was in a really bad place. I was having suicidal thoughts. It was a bad time for me, and I really worry that if I were to quit smoking, I would go back to that.
Okay, that's that's very understandable. What are some other ways that you use to relax besides smoking? Like, do you exercise? Do you like watch a movie, listen to music?
I listen to music sometimes. That can help.
Do you think you could replace that with the smoking to maybe decrease it a little bit?
I think I might, maybe I would need something extra. I don't think I could just listen to music when I'm feeling stressed out, probably. I would need something else.
Okay. Let's go through the pros of continuing smoking.
Okay. Pros of continuing smoking. I have a go-to, of course. Makes me feel good. Gets me in a good mood. I don't know.
Okay. And what about some cons of continuing smoking?
Well, like my doctor was telling me, a lot of these recent respiratory problems I'm having because I've been smoking for such a long time. So I guess a pro of quitting would be maybe my asthma would stop and maybe my cough would stop. So.
Okay, you already went through some of the pros. How about some of the cons of
Oh, I'm
continuing
so sorry. I totally misunderstood. Cons of continuing?
Mm-hmm.
Cons of continuing are, I mean, my health problems would probably be a little bit more exacerbated.
Mm-hmm.
So maybe my asthma would get worse and my cough would get worse, and I'm having trouble sleeping at night too, so maybe that would get worse too. I guess overall just my health might suffer a little bit if I keep going.
Does that scare you?
A little bit. I do have a family history of lung cancer. My dad did die when he was 66 from lung cancer.
Okay. Is that, so let's think of some things that you could do to possibly cut back on your smoking then. Like the music. Could you do like, maybe take a music class? Like, can you list some examples like that might help you cut back on it?
That could help, actually. Maybe if I have a different outlet to go to for when I'm stressed out. I think that could help me. I think earlier you mentioned exercise. I guess I could maybe go to the gym instead of, if I'm feeling kind of stressed out, if I need to unwind. I've heard that helps some people, so I don't know, maybe it can help me too.
Okay. So you listed going to music classes and then also exercising. Is there anything else that might help you cut back?
I don't know. I can't really think of too many things.
Okay. All right, so I'm going to have you rate again on the scale. 0, you're not ready to change at all, and 10, you're ready to change right now. After our conversation, where would you put yourself?
Probably closer to a 3.
Okay, what made you pick a 3 instead of a 0 again?
Well, talking to you kind of made me think about the consequences that smoking can continue to have on my health, and just considering that my dad did die of lung cancer, and I have developed these new conditions, I don't want to end up that way. And I never really thought about it I never really gave it that much thought until this conversation. So, I mean, there's a lot of cons to quitting right now, so I wouldn't say that I'm much past a 3, but I could get there eventually, maybe.
Okay, so why didn't you put yourself at a 5 or a 6?
Because I just am not ready yet. And I'm not convinced yet that our substitutions for smoking would really work for me, and I really am very scared of slipping back into depression.
Okay, well, thank you for having this conversation with me. I've got some pamphlets out at the nurse's station that I'll bring in for you on the music and exercise classes, and then maybe we can have a conversation next time you come in again about your smoking, okay?
Sure, when should I come in again?
Probably around next week at the end. We'll set up an appointment when you're getting ready to check out, okay?
Okay.
All right.
Sounds good.
Thank you.
Thank you, Tara.